Hey guys, my name is Mert, and I played Dark Broly in this Cardmarket regional from the last weekend. And yeah, I'm kind of new to this deck, so I played before. So many people know I play Mecha a lot, or only Mecha, and I just wanted to try something new. And I just wanted to play a dark deck, a black deck, because earlier last year I played Vegex a lot, so I wanted to play an Vegex as well. So again, but I'm kind of felt that Vegex not that strong like Dark Broly, and I could get the piece such earlier from friends, and then I could play the deck in the in full power. So if for the people who don't know the leader, what the leader does, the leader says has an activate main once per turn. You can take a life. You don't need to, in my opinion. You just look at the top 5 cards. You can pick 3 30Ks, put in a drop area, and then put the other cards at the bottom of it from your deck. Then when he attacks, he draws a card. When when he awakes, he draws 2 cards. At the front side, he has the ability to take 3 30Ks, 3 black 30Ks from your warp to your drop and draw 1 card. And the broken thing about this deck is you can combo cards in rest mode. So black 30Ks. You can combo them from rest mode. So this deck allows you to go to control the whole board, the hand, the drop area, and pressure the opponent. And on top, you can still combo cards in rest mode. That's, in my opinion, it's one of the strongest things that you can do. And fun fact is, when you use the Awaken skill, so basically you attack, you draw a card, you draw 2 cards more from the Awaken skill, so you go +3. Then on this side you can draw another card, so you go +4. And if you have your Heartfelt and he allows you to draw 2 more cards, you go +6 in 1 turn. That's broken as hell. So okay, we have the leader. So for the Dark Broly lineup, I have 4 of this Dark Broly. That's Dark Broly Demon Realm Ravager. This card comes from drop area, or you can get it from with a ball. It's a 30K and unique. And his skill is that you can warp 1 battle card from their drop area, and the opponent choose 1 card from their hand. So this card allows you to uh, manipulate the whole drop area from your opponent, because you can potentially get it every turn and clear the whole drop area, clear cards like the draw ape or some the important things. If you play against launch, uh, you can warp their SR launch. And the cool thing about this, he's a 30K. Then okay, let me show you all my Dark Broly cards. So I have 3 of this, 2 of these, 3 of the red one, and 1 of these. So basically, I go in order. So my playstyle with the deck was like I kind of played slow, so I didn't take any life. I just took life when I need to awaken for the Heartfelt turn. And so when my opponent plays battle cards, which doesn't have barrier, I play this one. And if the opponent has no battle cards on field or cards with barrier, I play this one. So you just play this card when you remove some cards, or when you pressure, when you go for a game or kill some battle cards on field. This one is the rarest card that I play. I really never play this card. I just play it when I want to finish the game. So in this weekend I never played it. I think just only for Kommentare, for the leader, and for 1 swing. But yeah. Then we have the new one. That's the Broly, the Vindicator. He comes for Overeem. He has unique as well. But all of these cards has unique. But this card can come for Overeem 6, or you can pitch it. You can play it with a ball. And he says that you can when you and your opponent has free energy, when he attacks and when the battle is over, you can tap 1 energy. Then you can choose to play this card from your warp or hand on top of it for free. Or you use the other effect to pick 6. Let me read 6 30k black battle cards from your warp to your drop. So you can extend your plays a lot more. So basically, if you have no of these cards in your drop area, you can play it with the ball, attack, pick 6 cards back. So you can pick this one, and other cards, and use your whole chain again. Important thing that you need to know is you can play every card here once per turn. So basically, you can use this once per turn, this one, this one, this one as well. And I'm not sure if you can play this one as well. But no, you can. You can only play all of these cards once per turn. Okay, then. So I just told you that I played the red one. So of course I played the Heartfelt Chain. It's one of the busted things that in the decks that you can do is you keep this card in a mulligan. If you mulligan, you keep this card all the time. So you just need to one copy in your hand and play at the turn, and then you awaken this card with ball. So I rarely played this card with evolve skill. I just played with ball. So basically, because 2 energy is very expensive for a black deck, because you're in blue decks, like in blue decks you can use Sensupi and some other things, but black doesn't have something like that. Or in Mecha, it's such easier to manipulate your energy with Aegis and something else. But in this deck, you have a black deck and you need to play safely with your energy. So all the time I played with the with the ball. I think I just played against one mecha. I played it with the evolve skill, just because the mecha has Bloodlust and this has deflect. So I critted him from 3 to 2. And the thing is, when you play against mecha, so I see many people struggles against mecha. It's one of the key cards that destroys mecha because you play it, and so mecha needs his life all the time to use his deck efficiently. So if you crit their life or kill their life, they can't use so many extra cards. Or they need to just use the energy. And the thing is, you play it, you attack with a 30k, like for example this, then evolve on top of it, crit the life, attack again, awaken, heartfelt, and even if they bloodlust it, you can still attack with it. So then for our 30k, I played this one. This one. So these are some of the main things that I do is so for my mulligan, I try to keep all my super combos, and so both of these and the super combos, because this is one of the key cards that you can do. Is you play it, then you can grab a ball, a Dark Dragon Ball, and then you can bring it on top of this card, and that's one of the busted things that you can do in the deck is you can put it, get it from the drop area into the play, then ball, and some plays that I did was they have Poutine on field. I'll play this one, trigger Poutine, it comes into rest, put ball of it, and then comes the new fresh 30k Dark Broly who can attack. So one thing that you can do as well is you have this one on field, the Tova on field. Then you use your effect to play this, and you play it with one energy, put the ball on top of it, play it 30k, then you can grab to put one energy again, use one energy again, and grab the ball again. So you can play. So you get your resources that you invest for your Dark Broly 30k and get it back. So you can basically you can do with when this card's alive every turn. You can use your ball Dark Broly every time. It's one of the craziest things that you can do. Mm. 3 Demigras. I know it's an expensive card. Yeah, it's I think 50 euros at the moment. I got mine earlier in the game when the Dropbox was released because I need for regex. Now it came clutch in Dark Warrior as well. It's you're not playing that card every time, so I used it against some grindy matchups. Against, for example, if you play against blue or if you play against mecha, it's really good against some decks like this because you remove so many cards. So basically, you grab the opponent needs to warp a hand card from this, and from another card that I show you later. But this is one of the cards that annoys your opponent a lot. So even if they use in maybe in the Mecha Freezer matchup, if they use the Vegeta Unison and you have maybe, for example, 5 energy, and you can play this card, and he can attack. This is one of the good things that you can do against Mecha, and it's a key card that you can use against Sun Shanlong. If you can play this one and this one to destroy their Sun Shanlongs, and you can it's for example for the grindy matchups, or if you want to have more removal. Then I play 3 of this cards, 3 of this cards, and 2 of these cards. So yeah, I think all of the prices I think from this and this guys skyrocketed. But let's came from this card. So this is a 30k fusion material for this one, and but both of these cards has good effects. This is one of the busted things that I in my opinion, because he warps 1 card. So basically you can play again. You can play this one, and for example you grab 2 cards from the hand. It's really crazy. I did this a lot. So if you saw my if you saw the stream, I had a lot of hand, and my opponent didn't have so many cards on hand. That's the only reason, because I didn't use my hand cards a lot. I just played from a drop area and worked a lot with my 1-drop rollies. So that's the reason why I didn't why I had so big hand, and for the Heartfelt for sure. But this is a free 30k. I didn't have the 3rd copy of this, but now I have. So for example, for next time I play 3 of this and cut this card out, because this card came never in clutch, and I never played it for 1 energy. So this one is really cool because you can ORM 6. It's a free 30k as well. And the cool thing about this card is you can grab a card from 3 cost to 7 cost. For example, you can pick a Demigra, you can pick Gogeta if you have it in the warp. You can pick this one. You can pick any Dark Broly cards, or you can pick another card that I can show you later. But it's a really strong card, in my opinion. Then we have the dumbest card that ever released in the last few sets. It's a terrible expensive card. I think it's at 35 euros. I would buy it for this price, because I don't know if this card goes a lot more down, or if this cards get more expensive. But the thing is, this has unique 25k double strike. It can come for a 1 black energy or room 6, or you can play it with Unifusion by by either use discards from your hand for fusion, or you can use it from warp, or you can choose it like this. You have 1 in your warp and 1 in your hand, and you can both fusion. So you fusion it from 1 from your warp, 1 from your hand, because it's the parent skill says that. And the auto effect is one of the it's a crazy skill. Every time when he attacks, can warp 1 battle card. This is really good against everything, because my opponent can't keep a bot. So basically, this card warps a card, this card warps a card, and all of my cards are 30k. So basically, they can't keep a bot, because they never combo out of any card. And he warps every time a battle card when he attacks. Has 25k double strike. It's really strong. If you put a 1 super combo on top of it, it's 35k. And And the cool part about this one is, so if the opponent has a blocker on field, you can warp it before they block, because auto triggers before block. And one of the coolest things that you can do is, if you have a rest mode and you have another one in hand, you can attack with leader, put the ball, combo with the ball, give him 5k, use it for combo, so it gets, so use activate battle, so it's in a drop and you can play it again. That's a cool thing that you can do as well if you want to pressure a lot. So I have 2 of these. I think about to play it at 3. So this card helps you a lot against King Piccolo, because King Piccolo is a tough matchup before. But now you can use this for 1 energy, for 1 black energy, and it has the same ability, like the same permanent as like Gogeta here. So you can use it from warp or from hand or from warp and hand. And yeah, he warps the battle card, ignore barrier, 4 or less. The coolest thing that I did every time is I used all of my resourcement for my Dark Broly's. So I put 6 cards away from my drop to my warp to play a Dark Broly, or put 3 cards for the one drop. Then I had no targets in my drop area, so I played this one, put the Goku and Vegeta into my drop, so I have 2 cards more. And so the thing that I forgot to tell you is, it's like gravy. You can use it like gravy. So you have, for example, let's say you have 4 of these in your drop, then you can bring 2 in your drop, play this one, you can play 1 again, to put 2 again in a drop. So you have 4 cards in your drop. Then now you can use your 1 drop Broly to put 3 cards back again, and then you have another 30k that you can play with ability. That's a cool thing that you can do every time. So it's very free. The card is very free, and I really think about to play 1 of this card more, because it came really clutch against some decks that plays Poutine or Walk. You can remove Warcry for 1 energy, set blocker 60k. It's really cool. The only thing that I don't like, it's a 6 cost. So basically, if they play the Vegeta Unison or Violent Race, no, not Violent Race, but the Vegeta Unison says you can't attack with higher cost cards. So I can't attack with this. That's the only thing that annoys me a little bit. So cool negate, really cool negate. I like this negate a lot. So it says, if you or your opponent has 3 cards in their warp, in his warp area or my warp area, it comes for 1. It comes for 1, and you can negate it, play for 1, has a 5k combo power, and you can choose 1 of the opponent's battle cards and warp it. And end of the turn, he plays the battle card again, but with skills negated. So basically, what I did in the stream was like, the opponent attacks, use Warcry, played Warcry, attack with Warcry, and use the negate, and Warcry was away. And it's really good against, if you play against some mecha decks. If they play Salzino, and I think the majority of mechas in Europe are playing Salzino, and you can use this, warp the cards, and they are not having the successor 12 for the Salzino. So I just need 2. Don't think to play 3. So I saw in the tournament, I had no problems to see all of my cards, because I draw so much of my cards. I was so many times almost deck out, so it was okay. 2 of these, yeah, it was my worst card. I think I will cut it out. I think in my newest list, I think I cut it out almost. Yeah, I cut it out, because it's not necessary. It's only good against some decks who spams cards with a skill, but I think against green it dies instantly again, because of dormant and other negate card. Against red they have minus power, so it doesn't came so many times in. It doesn't stay on the field, so it's one of the worst cards. I always comboed with it or charged it. I never attacked with it. I never played it as well. Now the MVP of the weekend, and for the other super combos. The only thing why I didn't play 4 of the super combos is I didn't have the 4th one. Now I have it. But yeah, 3 of these. Draw 2 is critical, and yeah, I just didn't have the 4th one, so I played this one. You can't use it for Union Fusion because it's not a 30k, and I don't have any Vegeta 10k, so it's just the super combo. Then I have two chompers, just for when I need to double strike for my 30k. So basically, if you play 40k for free and use 1 energy, so it's a 40k double strike. It's really strong. If you leader, you have sometimes big numbers with your battle cards or leader cards. Then 3 balls. I think I will play 4 because I play so much from my drop area. And I play so much with the 1 drop and ball from my drop area. So I think I need 4. But 3 is good as well. I didn't have the problem in the event that I didn't see these cards. So 2 power burst. Yeah, it's a typical standard battle a negate card in black decks. So you can grab Torva's back or the Dark Power Black Mass back. You can grab your 1 drop Broly from your Wobble back or drop area back, and it's plugging 5. It was really cool. This card saved me in the finals against the Unison that Bartek Bakula played, the Vegeta Unison, and it saves you against big cards like Salzino. Then playing 2 of these, that was my tech a bit. So like this is one of the best cards that you can play at the moment because if you play, let's say, against Mecha again, if they play the free cost, the thing is that I can say it, the Mecha players, all of the Mecha players did cut the Nimbus, so they only play, I think, for the negates the power of the Super Saiyan and the free job Mecha Negate, and this is the thing that counters him. And this card saved me in the finals because the opponent wants to go for Celzino, and he would play the Bizel, had 1 life and 1 energy open, so I played this one. He didn't have the Successor 12, so and didn't draw a card because it says if you have 4 or less life, you can use it for free by taking a life, or you can play it with energy. But it's a really strong card. I like it a lot. Then for secret choice, I play this one. You can play your Rebello or the secret card, but the thing is that I mentioned is this card possible with the discard. The opponent needs to think a lot. So the opponent always, when I have 1 energy open, the opponent always thinks, okay, they even have this or this, and I have a big hand. So the opponent never can push me in with 1 big swing. So whenever they need to push every time small or with medium combo power. So this card allows me to steal a battle card, and it's really good against any decks, any non-barrier decks. So I just played 1 of these. I think one is good. You can play 2. I think not more, but for best of 3, I would put more in side deck. But I think 1's okay. You can use it for Overrim as well, and it's a 30k that you can recycle with this one. Then one make Kabura. I didn't want to play it before before I looked into my list, but this guy saved me a lot. So basically, I played against a Soul Striker deck, and he had Topos because it was a red blue one. I said Topo forecast, and he couldn't play Topo because I didn't have any Super Kamehameha as well. And he grabs you every turn a ball from your deck. Yeah, and it's really strong against some decks, some chain. So it's good against chain decks like if you see they play for the Salzino, you can say 12 drop Salzino, or you can say 5 drop Bergamo, Warcry, anything you can announce. They can play it as a deflect, 15k, 2 drop. It's really strong cards. So I finished at this event, at the Cardmarket event with 8-0, so I won the whole event. It was a really cool event. It was cool to play in the other deck than Mecha, and I had a big success with it. I think I will play it in the next region as well, but I need to think about to play Mecha or this one. But it was really cool. I think my my difficult matchup was I think just the finals. The finals. I think all of my matchups was really difficult, but the thing is, against Mecha, you have all the time problems. So if you draw bad, you can easily lose against Mecha. But same for them. So if they draw bad, they lose instantly to this deck. So it's like 50-50 for both sides. And the thing is, I just played a lot. I played a lot Mecha, so I know how to play against Mecha. But Mecha was my worst matchup in this weekend. Then the Skillless Gohan and the Mirror matchup was really difficult. But I think the other matchups was kind of easy with this deck. So I had everything in control, and you need to calm down and just play it smart with this deck. So then you can easily win all of your games. Okay, then I have my shoutouts. Shoutouts to all of the guys in Europe. Shoutouts to Melvin and Scott that they did the commentary for the whole event, that they invested their times for the event. Shout out to Cardmarket to make the event like this. Shout out to Germany, all of the German people who know me, and shout out to all of the people that trained me or that I play against. Like a big help was Manu Garcia. He played the deck a lot before, so I just played a lot against him. And shout outs to Jeremy and John that he gave me the deck, and I saw with Mecha a lot this matchup, so I just knew how to play a deck. And yeah, thank you to the team, and shoutouts to my cousin Murat, and that's all. Yeah, then guys, see you.